welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, Dine with Dina. Thank you so much for coming to watch me today. So today, I am bringing you something that I don't usually make. However, my producer Chris loves a cheesecake. And so guess what? He was like, I'm not coming to film unless you make a cheesecake. So we are here making him a cheesecake. However, I'm making it slightly Dina-fied. It is gonna be a cardamom and nutmeg cheesecake. It's a baked cheesecake, it's glorious. It does take quite a while to bake, but I promise you, it's gonna be so worth it. So to get started, like any traditional cheesecake, we're going in with our biscuits. I am just using some digestives. Also, I'm a bit of like a brand snob, but McVitie's are the best when it comes to digestives. However, you can also use some ginger biscuits in this, which is really, really nice. However, probably Chris will kill me if I start changing up too many ingredients in this cheesecake. So we're gonna grind these down and blitz them until they're super, super fine. So I have a few chunky bits in there. Don't worry too much about that. Just wanna put them inside a bowl. And then you want to go in with some melted butter. And we literally just want to completely coat all of that biscuit inside the butter. And then grab your tin. Now my recipe actually goes for a slightly bigger tin. All the instructions you'll find on my website. I'm going for a slightly smaller one today. And we just want to build up the base first. Okay, and you just want to kind of flatten it down with your hand. Now, this really depends on how much biscuit you want inside. If you're more of a biscuit person, you can add in all of it. Or if you're a bit like me, I prefer more of the cheesecake to the actual biscuit part. And I'll just show you. You're gonna need to make sure you are using a tin that can push up. And so I like to go with about this much biscuit base, but you're more than welcome to add on as much as you like. Set your biscuits aside. You're not gonna need those right now. And we just wanna get making the actual cheesecake. Now, I'm really sorry for this, but my cheesecake uses like 1,000 different bowls. But I promise you, there's a reason for all my methods of madness. To start with, have 250 grams of caster sugar, and we are gonna whip this up with our eggs. And I'm going in with 3 medium eggs, or you can use 2 large eggs. Now, yes, a cheesecake should be white. However, again, going back to the brand snob issue, Clarence Core egg is just dreamy. And so they obviously have a very orange yolk, which is why my cheesecakes tend to come out as slightly yellowy, but it's fine. It just adds to how amazing it is. And we just wanna crack these in. And then I'm just gonna put it on top of my stand mixer and leave it to whisk for like a good couple of minutes. And you'll see it kind of volumize or become really silky, and it would have actually become a lot paler. So we have our double cream in one bowl, and we have all of our Philadelphia cream cheese in another bowl. Really love Philadelphia for this. Okay, I feel like I'm just spitting brands in this, but I just tend to find that it has a much nicer texture, always really reliable wherever you are in the world. So they're completely separate. First, we're gonna whisk our double cream and just make it slightly thicker, but do not make it too stiff. And then we are gonna add in our Philadelphia cheese, as well as our cardamom, nutmeg, and some vanilla. So we have kind of some soft peaks. It still kind of moves, but not too much. And just kind of like soften out that cream cheese. And before you add it in, we want to add in our cardamom and nutmeg. I've crushed them together already. I'm just going to add in a little bit. It's quite strong, so you don't want too much. I am actually using a vanilla bean. I prefer it a lot better in a cheesecake. The flavor is much stronger. However, I know these are super expensive, so you can always go with some vanilla extract liquid. So my producer Chris is finding this weird at how quickly a cheesecake actually can come together. Obviously, he doesn't bake enough. And usually I would tell you to put the eggs inside your cheese. However, my bowl is tiny, but don't panic, it's completely fine. This bowl is bigger. I am just gonna empty my cream cheese and double cream into the egg mixture. And I didn't show you before, but you can basically see the color of the eggs. They've whipped up super nicely. They're very thick and silky, and that's the kind of color you're going for. And all we want to do is basically whisk this together, but not too strong. So you don't want a really light kind of setting for your whisk. And we just want to make sure that we can remove all of the lumps, and then we're going to put it inside our cake tin and bake it. So our cheese mixture is nice and whipped up. It's super silky and just gorgeous, to be honest. And this is actually gonna give me a lot. So I'm basically gonna get 2 cheesecakes out of this, which is genius. And now we're gonna take back our biscuit base, and we are just going to put it all on top. So, cheesecake is in there. As you can see, I've left like a slight gap around the top. This is just because the cheesecake is going to rise. It's got the eggs, so it's gonna puff up really nice. And it tends to actually come above the cake tin. So don't be alarmed when that happens. It won't spill over as long as you give it an edge. I am now gonna put this in the oven at 120 degrees for half an hour. And then we're gonna reduce the temperature to 100 degrees for another hour. And we're literally looking for it to have a slight jiggle once it gets to about an hour and a half. And then you're gonna take it out, leave it to cool completely because it will still continue to cook. And then you're gonna place it in the fridge overnight, and then you can top it up with anything you want in the morning. And now this is a chance for you to top it up with whatever you want to put on it. Chris would have preferred lots of chocolate. However, I'm going in with some nice fruits. Stone fruits are starting to come into season, and you can just kind of layer it up however you want to do it, and it will look gorgeous at the end of it. And there you have it. I think this is like the easiest cheesecake you could make. It's gonna taste divine, it looks super cute, and I really hope you enjoy it. Now guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon with more recipes. There you have it.